Hey everyone, Evan Kirstel here. I am live at Enterprise Connect with Rob McDougal, CEO of UpstreamWorks. Rob, how are you?
I'm doing well. I've got a bit of a cold right now, but I'm in Florida, so that's a big positive thing, right?
That is the anecdote for colds. I know you came all the way from Canada to get rid of your cold,
You
but
got
you're
it.
also here to spread the word about AI infused customer experience, in particular, how AI is helping agents, the mostly overlooked folks within the contact center world. What are you learning this week, Rob?
I'm actually down here to network with partners and technology partners and reseller partners. The Enterprise Connect venue brings people together from all over North America. So it's just a great place to come down and meet with people and kind of reset, do some planning for going forward through the year. We just finished a year and had a great year, and I'm expecting an even better one this year. Um, I am excited to announce we have our Release 6 software coming out. It's being announced as we speak. And it's one of the largest releases we've done in a long time, actually. It's got some very cool AI type features. I think one of the tentpole features in the product is something that is an AI bot testing framework. And what that allows you to do is, in a live contact center environment, as you know, when you're implementing AI, you typically don't do one and done. You want to evolve it and make it get better and better. Well, how do you know when release 1, 2, 3, 4 is better than the previous release? So this bot testing framework allows you to do A/B testing on bots in the contact center. So, for instance, if you have an agent assist type of application and you update that bot, it will automatically flip between the two versions of the bot and give you reporting on which one is actually responding better. So you know that what you did in your new training has actually improved things. I think this is something that is going to be extremely useful in a contact center to help bots to continue to evolve and help agents get their job done. Another one of the really cool features we put in is we've talked a lot about the kind of key metrics that a contact center has. Upstream has focused on first contact resolution for probably 15 years, but we're also announcing that we're now including a out-of-the-box customer effort score, and it evaluates customer effort across different channels and number of transfers and callbacks and all that kind of thing, and puts it together in a simple number to say it's good, it's bad, it's really bad. And then you can start to investigate where you have poor customer effort, and in a future release, you'll be able to start routing things based on customers who are putting a lot of effort into things, and you want to help improve that. You can now start to route them to your better agents or to the high priority queues. Those are just two of the things that we're announcing. There's a bunch of other stuff, but I might save that for later.
Yeah, indeed. And for those of you watching who aren't familiar with UpstreamWorks, give us a little bit of the big picture, the history of the company, and how you're pretty different from a lot of the traditional contact center vendors here.
Our focus is on agents first. Um,
Hmm.
I would say what I talk about that is kind of the mantra of the organization is if as a company you're looking at a digital strategy, you want to add in chat or WhatsApp or Facebook, and people talk about getting the channels in, but if the agent can't handle those channels easily, then you're just setting yourself up to disappoint your customers. And so what UpstreamWorks has been focusing on for the past 20 years really is how do we provide an agnostic desktop application that agents can use that gives them the tools that they need to do the complex things that they have to do. And in today's age, even with AI, things are getting even more complicated for them to do. So to keep it simple for an agent is key to improving your employees' morale and improving your customer satisfaction as well, especially as you add on all these digital channels and add on all these different various forms of artificial intelligence.
Happy agents make happy customers, right? I mean, that's been a
Absolutely.
mantra, but it's so often not paid attention to in the sort of big picture. Why is that, do you think? Why are agents under such tremendous pressure from customers, from the organization, from life during the pandemic? Like, what's going on with the agent these days?
Well, I think in the industry, there's a bit of a focus on feeds and speeds, and there's a focus on capability. And looking at it from the agent side, that becomes a little bit nuanced, right? You can provide an application that will give you WhatsApp into the contact center. You can provide an application that will give you an agent assist with AI in the contact center. You can provide an application that will screen pop into your CRM. So you can say yes to all those things, but it's not until you actually buy something and get it into production that you realize you're now throwing up all these different modalities to the agent that they have to deal with. And it's not like you and I, they don't deal with this twice a day. They deal with it 60 or 70 times a day, 5 days a week.
Wow. Wow.
So
Yeah.
it's just a different mentality to look at it from the agent's viewpoint. If you can't handle it easily on the agent, don't put the channel in, because you're bound to just drop your customer satisfaction.
Yeah, that's such a great point. So tell us, your go-to-market. You do a lot with a lot of different players. You play nicely with pretty much everyone, it seems, in the industry. Of course, a very Canadian thing, but you also do a lot with Cisco on your go-to-market. Tell us about your sort of channel strategy.
We go to market exclusively through channels,
Mhm.
and we're focusing, most of our business comes through the Cisco channels right now. We support all the different Cisco platforms. We also support the Amazon Connect platform, and we're looking at what are the other platforms that we want to add into the toolkit as part of that. I think the important thing about Upstream is that we're really focused on a product market fit where it's either a very large call center, sort of 500 seats plus, or it's complicated. We found a long time ago that in a contact center, it's very often a tiny little thing that becomes a brick wall 1,000 feet high to getting the job done. And what we focused on building over, I guess, the last 18 years of since this, our original Upstart product came out and then evolved into our UpstreamWorks or Finesse and our UpstreamWorks desktop. We've really focused on understanding where those little things are and how do we get around those pain points so that when you put something into production, it actually does what the business needs, and it does what the agents need it to do as well. Because again, we always have this agent first mentality. How does an agent deal with this, and how do we keep it simple for them? And that's not an easy task, I gotta say.
Yeah, great point. You talk about helping AI help agents. That's a great tagline. Is AI overhyped for the contact center right now? Because I guess the real world is rather different than the world of conferences and press releases.
I
Mhm.
think AI is somewhat overhyped. Um, but it's actually a really, really strong, useful tool that businesses should be looking at. Go into it eyes wide open, understand what it can and cannot do. People tend to look at ChatGPT as, oh my God, that does everything, and it's an application, and it actually has moved the bar forward in terms of, what conversational AI is. But you need to be able to operationalize that in a business, right? Um, ChatGPT hallucinates. Well, imagine, if you will, that you've set up a ChatGPT API to categorize a call to be able to go and say, oh, it's a balance inquiry, go get the person's balance and give it back to them. And it starts hallucinating what the reasons are and coming up with reasons that it just makes up, right? So you've got to have those guardrails. It's really important to kind of think through how the implementation is going to work and really do it in a grounded way. If it seems like magic, it probably is magic. But having said all that, there is a lot of hype out there, but some of it's warranted. It doesn't do all the things people say that it does, but it does a heck of a lot, and it does it pretty well.
Yeah, it's super interesting in any case. Well, thanks for sharing some updates and insights, and I believe folks can get through to you from many different channels to reach out and chat more, both on social media and here in person. So thanks for joining. I look forward to, as always, some great insights and updates.
A pleasure as always, Evan. Thanks.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching,
Take care.
everyone. It's been an exciting week, to say the least, in the world of contact center and customer experience, and more to come.